Hello and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. We've got a tool haul, and these two first ones are from Hubitools. I'll leave the links down to their new website and their Facebook and all that good stuff in the description. Now this is the HU41004 and this is the injector seal cutter set. Does a few different vehicles. I will be doing a separate video on this and just giving you an idea of what I got. And this is for dismantling Siemens or Bosch. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's not part of this kit. That's a separate thing altogether. And this is the kit. And when you have a leaking seal on your injector, you can use one of these, depending on what car you have, to recut your seal and to reseat your injector. Video coming up on that soon. Again, another video coming up on this soon, and this is the HU01030, and it's the lithium iron. Absolutely fantastic. You don't get that with it. I've added that. That's all you get. Soldering iron, absolutely brilliant. Again, I'll be doing a video on how to solder, and I'll be using this. Flick it up, press the button, 10 seconds later, boom! And yeah, really good because like I said before, I've showed this in another video when I was making my ultimate test light, that when you leave it down, the iron isn't on, so it's not going to burn your carpet, it's not going to do any of that, you know. And you don't have to get gas. I always forget the gas. You don't have to get gas. You just bang it into phone charger or your computer, and USB charges it up. So what else we got? Couple of things from Laser. This is an insulator magnet pickup. Just got my hand full of grease, very nice. And so in other words, it's a magnet pickup, but it's insulated, so you can work on electric vehicles with it. These are really handy. You can put them in your drill, your nut drive, it doesn't really matter. They're actually a couple of things. One, they're an extension, so you've got your what's that, 3/8, ½ inch and 1/4. But what I really like about them is, because they're quite long, if you have something long on a drill, it tends to wobble. You can actually hold the middle of it and the inside spins. You can see that. So the outside is spinning now, but if you was to hold the middle of that and put it on a drill, as you can see, just that part spins and I'm holding it. So in other words, you can hold it nice and straight, bang your drill and it zzz, whips things off. Really like them. I saw them and I thought it was kind of a cool idea. And yeah, so I got the set. Really nice. Next thing we got is a Trident set. These are just long Torx, as you can see. Just see them there. They're just longer than the ones I had. I had to get, well, I had to get the other set for a job, but I got these because, you know, again, they're just handy to have that extra bit of length. You just don't know when you might need it. That's the number from Trident. These are vice grips from Expert, which used to be Brittle, but they've now, don't ask me why, they've renamed it Expert, and I just think of Draper Expert, not Brittle. I know why they've done it. They've done it for the American market, but stupid in my opinion, and a lot more people think so. But I like it because of the way you can actually extend this out. And I'll quickly show you now. I'm going to have to put the camera down first and I'll show you what I mean. So it's a bit different to a normal vice grips because you've got these little grooves here, and as you can see, you move it out and look how wide that is now. And as you move it in, obviously it doesn't get as wide. There is adjustment here too. If you want something really big, you can actually hold it out. So the adjustment on these are phenomenal. They are quite expensive, but the adjustment is brilliant in my opinion. I really like them. So yeah, what else did we get? A Muller magnet tray. What I liked about it is I got loads of magnet trays, but it's angled, it's green. I mean, it's green. That's all you need to know. It's green. That's why I brought it. But because it's angled, you can just chuck stuff in, it hits the back and goes down there, you know, just handy. Then I saw these and I just thought, well, I have to have them. They're new, I think, from Franklin, and as you can see, they're mini. Well, mini ring spanners, but the angle that's on them, again, you know, for the tight areas you're going to need, they're going to come in handy. Not a thing you're going to use all the time, but a thing that I guarantee you will use, and when you use, worth the weight in gold. We got another Trident set here, Torx again, but these are impact Torx, which I really like, and I got these for doing a job removing a pump because the one I had broke, so I needed to get these, and lucky enough the tool guy was around. So these aren't going to break as easy, they're all one, so they're not separate, so they're a lot stronger, and they're an impact torque, and that's the number there. You'll see the video coming up soon where I actually use these. I don't know which is going to come out first, this video or that, but you'll get the idea. Next thing is this bad boy from Facom. It's a spring compressor, absolutely phenomenal. I will be doing a separate video on this. This opens out, well, again, I'll show it all in another video, but I just like the way it interlocks into the spring. It has a special lock here which you turn, and as you put back up, turn 90 degrees, it locks in, keeps the spring in place, and yeah, absolutely brilliant, but redonkulously expensive. So we're going to go through, is it worth the money or isn't it? It's like everything. I'm sure when people have injured themselves in whatever field they're in because of cheap tools or something, I'm sure they would pay the extra money to get that limb back or whatever the case may be. So we're going to go through this, is it worth the money? And another thing I really like about it, as you can see, we've got, look at the angles here, so it'll actually move with the spring. So obviously, as you know, when you put a spring in, it's not dead straight because the coils, the way they go up, are always at an angle. This counters that, as you can see, depending on what angle you need. So it twists, it locks, it does absolutely everything. It's fantastic. Next things are two tools, and one of them is a game changer. We have the Hioki CM4376 clamp meter. Absolutely fantastic, this thing. It's Bluetooth to your phone, which is obviously brilliant. Easy one touch or one finger roll here, so you can use it with one hand. You know, you don't need two hands. Clamp, really nice thin clamp to get into awkward areas. I will be doing a separate video on this, showing all its features. It's got an inrush feature, like I said, Bluetooth, it's true RMS, twin display depending on what you're actually working on. So what we can do is, you can see twin display there for the inrush. Just, it's, yeah, it's brilliant. But the next tool is the game changer. So are you ready? Boom, and here it is, the game changer. This is the Hioki RM3548 resistance meter. This is an external temperature sensor, which you do need. If you're going to get one of these, you do need to get that. It is an optional extra. It shouldn't really be, it should be part of the kit, but it is what it is. This thing is phenomenal. It's a micro ohm meter. This has so many uses, it deserves, you know, its own video, which it will get. I'll just quickly run through some of the features with it and why this thing is just absolutely awesome. I was also talking to other people a few months ago and basically saying, you know, high count multimeters make all the difference, because the more counts it can do, or the more resolution, it's like zooming into a waveform. If you the further you can zoom into a waveform, the more information you can get. This is like a multimeter that can just zoom in to the point where it's ridiculous. A really good multimeter measures, say, 0.1 of an ohm. 100 nano ohms this can measure. Now, to give you an idea of just what that is, 0.1 micro ohms. Milliohms is thousandths of an ohm. Micro ohms is a millionth of an ohms. And this will measure 0.1 micros of an ohm. So that will just give you an idea of what this bad boy can do. And it makes an ohm resistant a lot more just a lot better. I'll explain in another video, but when you get a meter or anything that can't zoom in enough or doesn't have enough data, well, not even so much data, think of it this way: when you're working on something, you need to know as much about it as possible, because the more you understand how something works, the easier it is to fix it. This can zoom into it, and this can even tell you how many strands of wire are broken in a motor or in a piece of wire. Now, obviously, you do need to know how many strands are there in the first place and stuff like that. But this is so accurate, it could tell you if you've got a winding and there's 50,000 winds in it with the wire. This can tell you if, you know, one wire is broken or 10 wires is broken. It's phenomenal. And it's going to really make, you know, an ohms reading a lot more usable, because on a normal multimeter, if you've got a piece of wire and it's 2 meters long, it's just going to give you a revolution of 0.1 ohms. Now that is okay, it's fair enough, you can say it's not open, but if you get a piece of wire that's that length, it's going to give you the same reading. So in essence, it's pointless. This will give you the reading for it. It can even tell you how long the piece of wire is. It's phenomenal. So it's going to get lots of videos on this bad boy, and yeah, it is just a fantastic piece of kit. So, and you can see the external temperature sensor there. So that's it. So that's just a quick some tools we got from Hioki, from Trident, laser, and just down there is the Hubitools. And yeah, that's it. So look, videos to come on some of these things, not everything. Videos to come on the Hubitools stuff, videos to come on the Hioki stuff. This type of stuff you're not going to get separate videos for. So, oh yeah, and we will do a separate video on that bad boy. So that's it, some new tools I got. So sharing me in the link, what new tools have you got recently? Let me know. And yeah, that's it. So as always, hope it helps. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, links up here, links down below, but most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.